What's up everybody, and welcome to your review of the featured diecast from 2015 Case E. Here we have Mike Fuse, Brett Warenwagen, Ponchy Wipeout's Pitty, and JW. Now before we get into the review of these amazing diecasts, I just want to shout out my Facebook community that I created yesterday. It's called Disney Cars and Hot Wheels Community, and it's essentially my Google Plus community that I own, only on Facebook, with the addition of Hot Wheels. Yes, I wanted to allow Hot Wheels posts as well, and it's not that I don't allow Hot Wheels posts on my Google Plus community, but it's definitely more focused for cars, and most of the members that post on my Google Plus community are Cars fans and not Hot Wheels. So I just kind of wanted to change that for Facebook. So if you'd like, go and head over there and feel free to post anything Disney Cars or Hot Wheels related, your finds, news, information, anything like that. The link for that will be down in the description below. So let's get into a review of Case E here. Now, this is the last case for 2015 that contained new diecasts for the year. 4 new to car diecasts. Like I said, we have Mike Fuse and Brett Warenwagen, who are brand new characters to the Cars line and have never been released. Over on the right here, we have Ponchy Wipeout's Pitty, which was only previously released in a Target exclusive 4-pack with some other Bumper Save team members. And we have JW over here on the left that was only previously released in a Toys R Us exclusive 3-pack in the Radiator Springs Classic series back in 2013. So these are all relatively desirable cars, especially these two, and Bumper Save Pitty over here on the right is also pretty desirable because not many people were able to acquire the Team Bumper Save set that I was mentioning before. And I was lucky enough to get that set and reviewed it in the summer, so if you want to see my review of the entire Bumper Save team, that review will be down in the description below. So let's start with Mike Fuse. Now he's got some pretty nice card art. As you can see on the front, he's a Honda and is in the Tokyo Party series and is number 10 of 10. He concludes this series, and as you can see, he's got the Daredevil Garage app advertisement, which in my opinion really ruins the card, and I wish they finished 2015 without using this, as it looks like every single 2016 car will have that on it. So I feel like it wouldn't have been a big deal if Mattel didn't put them on these 2015 remaining cases, because I feel like it just kind of ruins the card. And if you're a card collector, then it kind of just messes up your collection, as you have all these ones without the app logo and then you have just a handful with it. But it is what it is. So on the back here we have a description for the Tokyo Party series, which reads, "A wild party at a Tokyo art museum welcomes the racers to the first of 3 World Grand Prix races." And there you have a picture of Okuni, Shigeko, and Tomiko. And we can see here that Okuni, Holly Shifwell, Acer are other cars in the series, and of course Mike Fuse. So that's basically all for Mike Fuse, and we'll take a look at him loose momentarily. I actually received a loose version for Christmas, so I won't be opening this one up. Now let's take a look at Brett Warenwagen. Now his art is extremely similar to the Paul Oakley art, who is also a Citroen van. As you can see here, the only difference between them is the color and the expression. And the art, like I said, is also rather similar, but different. And he is in the Ye Left Turn In series, again with the Daredevil Garage app, and he also concludes the series 7 out of 7. On the back here, we can see Brian Fuel, Chauncey Ferris, M. Fendrickson, and Paul Oakley as other released, and a picture of Grem and Acer, and there you have Brett Warenwagen in the background. So that's pretty cool that one of the cars in the series made it on the back there, besides Grem and Acer. The description for the series is, "At Ye Left Turn In London, you never know who will come crashing through the door." So a pretty cool series. It contained all but one new model for the year. Now let's take a look at Ponchy Wipeout's Pitty, aka Bumper Save Pitty. Now again, pretty cool art, but I do not like that logo on the side here. And of course, he's in the Piston Cup series, number 15 out of 18. On the back here, we can see Ponchy Wipeout himself, the racer that the Pitty here is working for. Dexter Hoover, Mario Andretti, and Chick Hicks. The description for the series is the King, Chick Hicks, and Lightning McQueen compete in a tiebreaker race to win the Piston Cup championship. So a pretty good series this year as we got 2 RVs out of it. And to conclude, here we have JW in the Race Fan series. Also pretty cool art there. And he is only 4 out of 9, surprisingly. I am very surprised that he's not a higher number in the series, as he was the last released. On the back here, we could see Marty Breakburst, Timothy Two-Stroke, Kit Revster, and Matthew True Blue McCrew. And the description for the series, which is extremely inaccurate, as every car in the series was from Cars 1, yet the picture and the description correlates with Cars 2. Of course, fans cheer on their favorite racers in the seaside town of Porto Corsa, home to the second race of the World Grand Prix, and obviously these are Piston Cup race fans. These are not World Grand Prix fans, so a little bit inaccurate on Mattel's part there, but again, there's nothing you could do about it. So I'll open up one of these actually. The only one I will be opening up is Brett Warenwagen, and he's the only one that I don't already have loose, because like I said, I received a loose version of Mike for Christmas, and I already had the other 2 from their previous releases. So I'll be right back with Brett and the others loose. Let's start with Mike Fuse. Now, it's quite obvious that he's a waiter at the Tokyo party, serving this all-in-all drink here, which appears to be identical to the drinks that Mater was carrying when he went throughout the Tokyo party, shown in this diecast released in 2015 with the sushi chefs. Now, it basically is the same except for the fact that the tops are a little bit, I guess you could say, shinier than the ones that Mike Fuse are carrying, but practically the same. They're also very similar to the can that Francesco Bernoulli included, the Chow version, in the Super Chase one last year, and similar to the Sean Crash one as well. So this all-in-all can has definitely appeared before in the Cars universe and has been released as an accessory. So it's nice that they're kind of using this reoccurring thing so you can kind of get a better idea of, I guess, you know, what's in the drinking world for cars, if that made any sense. Now, this is not the only car that included a tray. I do believe in the package for Mike Fuse, this came unattached, so you'd have to attach it. And it looks like you just have to clip it on right there. There's like a spot where you can clip it on. But as I got this loose from China, it already came clipped on. So like I said, there are a few other cars that have trays, like Mary Escobar here, and the Disney Store Daniela Muffler. Now, I have to say my favorite is definitely Mike Fuse, but the other ones are nice. Now, he also has this bandana around him as well, red and white, which is very, very similar to the sushi chefs we have right here. They also have red and white bandanas, which makes sense because it appears to be that anybody working at the Tokyo party besides Terry Gong has to wear a bandana that's very similar to this. So it's nice that they also included that detail. I do really like his expression here. It looks pretty nice. He's kind of like cool and relaxed. I like that. He's got some nice rims here. There's his gas cap. On the back here, of course, there's the Honda logo, and it says 02-834's license plate, along with some Japanese characters. Now, this is just one of the Hondas released in the Cars universe, and here are some other ones. I'm not sure if I have them all here, but there are definitely a lot of them. We got Nick Cartone, and these are all identical in models except for their accessories and color. So Nick has this microphone here. We also have Eric Langley, who was the first Honda. Well, Nick was also released pretty soon, but they were released around the same time, and he's also a Honda there. It kind of looks like Eric's a little bit bigger than Mike. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that, but I still do believe they are the same. They just appear different sizes, but I still think they are the same. And I have a Honda that has not been released yet, which here we have Max Sakar. Now, I will be doing a review of him soon. I just got him for Christmas, and I wanted to do some other videos first, but he is a Shutsuroki fan and is pretty cool as well. So that's basically all for Mike Fuse here. Now let's move on to Brett Warenwagen, who is an awesome car. I do think that he is a little bright. Now, it may not come up like this on the camera, but he is a very bright cherry red, and I don't think it's really right for him, as in the movie he seemed a little bit darker. Now, maybe that's just the lighting, but he is very bright. And despite that, he still is a very cool car. I'm not a huge fan of his expression because he is about to beat up Grem and Acer. He's not going to look like he's getting beat up himself right now. He looks like he is sad. Now, I don't know why. On the card back, like I showed you guys, he looks like he's determined and ready to beat up Grem and Acer. And instead, he looks like he's getting beat up himself. I don't know why, but he does. And this is a much better example of the determined I'm gonna beat you up face of Paul Oakley here, who, as you can see, he is very determined and looks a lot better in my opinion. Now, they look good together, I think, but my favorite is definitely Paul Oakley. As you can see, Brett here has road hug tires, and he's got these mirrors, or the headlights right here, and if I didn't mention already, he's a Citroen H van, which is a pretty cool type of van. And he's got these side view mirrors up here, and a license plate that reads LTIIKQE. Now, are we gonna see, is this the same? Aw, unfortunately, Mattel screwed up on this one. The license plates are the same. Come on, Mattel, I mean, come on, you were almost there. I mean, you were doing really good with changing up the license plate, but they just didn't do it with these two. And it looks like they also lacked a detail. The handlebar there is not painted, and it is painted on Paul. So I'm definitely a bigger fan of Paul here. Now, it's odd, they painted that one and that one, but they just didn't paint the one on the back. Maybe it's mine, I don't really know. I'll have to check my other one in the package. So that's basically it for Brett here. I definitely like Paul better, but they're both pretty nice. Now let's move on to the Piston Cup fan, JW. Now, I just recently reviewed this guy in my 12 Days of Christmas, so I'll go over him briefly because I've already gone over him, and you can check out that video on my channel. So he's a pickup truck here, but is not the same as the Dynaco Crew Chief or Hank Halston. He is a different model, a lot smaller, and he's a pretty cool car. I like him a lot. He's got this nice Piston Cup antenna here, kind of saying that he's not really a big fan of anybody. He's just kind of neutral and happy to be at the race. So I like that. He appeared next to Mia and Tia in the movie, or in the first Piston Cup race at Motor Speedway of the South. His license plate reads 4RBJ8. And the back half of him here, this part is plastic, and the front part here is metal. And he is actually the same model as the Bumper Save Crew Chief here, and it's kind of ironic how he's the same model as the Bumper Save Crew Chief, and he's in the same case as the Bumper Save Pitty. Pretty ironic in my opinion. So, like I said, these are the same model. As you can see, they're both kind of this smaller pickup truck, but both look quite a bit different in my opinion. I like these two a lot for what they are themselves. So, pretty cool. Definitely not my favorite out of these four here, but a nice addition in the case. And last but definitely not least, we have Ponchy Wipeout's Pitty, which is better known as just Ponchy Wipeout, or Bumper Save Pitty, my bad. And this version came with the pick gun here, or whatever you'd like to call this, the tool gun here, so he would be able to come up to somebody and take off their tire and then reapply it. And unfortunately, he has a mouth plate, and that is the same. The 2015 version still has a mouth plate as well, which you can see that goes around there like that and differentiates from the color of the metal there. He's got the Bumper Save logo there, and on the other side as well. And now everything is the same between this version of Bumper Save and the 2015 version. The same goes for JW. They're exactly the same, I checked. And so that's pretty cool for Bumper Save Pitty here. And it came with these tires that unfortunately is lacking the Lightyear logo going around here, but is the same color as Ponchy Wipeout's rim. So at least they got that correct. And he comes with this tool chest here that says Bumper Save, a nice little logo on there. And on the back, got some silver lining on the shelves there, and it doesn't move. It's hollow, or just kind of a stationary display object. So that is all for 2015 Case E. This is the last case and the last diecast I needed for 2015, and I wanted to review these before anything else I really got around the Christmas time, because I wanted to finish the 2015 cars before 2015 ended. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on Thursday for a suggestion video, and look forward to some amazing cars being reviewed in the next few days. I mean, we've got Sergeant High Gear, we've got Bessie, we've got many cars to be reviewed. So thanks for watching again. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know which one of these is your favorite. I'd have to say mine is Mike Fuse, because he looks the most different out of all of them, but Brett is a close second behind. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.